Karen Taylor works as a tenant representative at the Central City SRO Collaborative. We met at her apartment on an unusual hot San Francisco summer's day. Her story is of a blue-collar worker from the Midwest who wanted to make some changes. She was having issues with her weight, health, and state of mind. She was looking for a restart, a total makeover, a new opportunity. Like so many, she headed west for warmer weather and a new life. Let's listen to Karen tell her story about how she ended up homeless and how she's doing now. Here's Karen. So tell us the story about how you got your computer.
Okay. Sometimes I panhandle to make ends meet. Money for food, money for cigarettes, money to pay off a bill, something like that. And I take my tarot cards and I go out and I read tarot cards. I only ask for $7, which is good, not too little, not too much. I'm very good, so most people usually give me $20. And one day, like so many of my stories started, it was a beautiful day in San Francisco, and I was broke. So I went out and I went over here on O'Farrell to a food bank. Or it was a little women's organization, and they were doing a thing over the summer where you could go over there and get breakfast. So I went, and it was September the 19th, 2013. And I went over there to get breakfast, and they were like, "Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry. It's over now." And I'm like, oh, bummed out. So I'm hungry, and I'm coming back up the street, and I run into a guy that lives in this neighborhood, so not a rich guy. And I see him, and just apropos of nothing, I say, "You want me to read your cards for you today?" And he said, "Okay." So I gave him 4 cards. Here's where you are, here's where you're headed, here's how to get there, here's what you find. He got a good reading. We had a lovely chat. He gave me 2 $20 bills. So I said, "Well, thanks." Then he said, "Come walk to the Apple store with me." Now in my mind, I'm going, great, let's go look at a bunch of exciting and lovely things that I'll never be able to afford. But I live on the real estate pages. I'm always looking at stuff like that anyway. And who doesn't know window shopping? So I say, okay, I'll go around there with you. And we go in the Apple store, and in an act of just friendship and generosity that just even today, it makes me smile. It blows my mind. The guy takes me in there. He gives me a MacBook Pro. The precious is mine. He gives me speakers. He gives me a $250 gift card to the Apple store. He gets me a mouse. He buys me the Apple Care protection for 3 years. And he gives me a $100 bill. I was like blown away. I was like, this is like Christmas, my birthday, and New Year's Eve all at once. So I can't complain for the rest of the year. And I didn't, believe me. And it's still something now, a little over 19 months later, I still enjoy it tremendously. Because it's my TV, it's my radio, it's my telephone. I love to do the thing with the Apple, although I know so few people that have it, where you can use the FaceTime, and get the video call. But I know a few people, including a few friends I left back in Iowa. Kind of surprising. I was like, "Hello, answer your computer." So it's a true story.
It's a wonderful story. So how did you get from Iowa to
San Francisco?
San Francisco.
Well, I was born and raised in Chicago, first thing. I'm a native Chicago. But I did live in northeast Iowa in lovely Black Hawk County for 15 years. And I worked for the phone company there. Very nice life, myself and 2 cats, son Ron, happy. I was incredibly, it's almost terrible because you've got a job so you have enough money so you don't have to be hungry. And it's Iowa, so there's food everywhere. Everywhere. Plus, I lived a very sedentary lifestyle. My days consisted of sitting at the computer with a headset, and then my nights consisted of sitting at the computer with a joystick. And I was terrible. I had a car. I lived right by the mall, and when I needed to go to the mall, I drove to the mall. So I had gotten incredibly fat, circus lady fat. Ringling Brothers was sending me letters. "Girl, you want this job. Come on and be the fat lady." And I was having terrible health problems. I had severe sleep apnea, so I needed a machine to keep me breathing at night. I could hardly walk across this room. And I became mentally ill. I became severely depressed. It narrowed down to the entirety of my life was get up, go to work, come home. All my blinds were drawn. I never went outside on my off time. I would get my old 2 weeks, 3 weeks vacation, whatever. I'd stay inside all day. I'd make a necessity run. You know, at night I would go out to the store once, get food, cigarettes, soda, whatever. And I was just very sick, and I was very depressed, and I became carried away with the notion of running away, of getting away, going as far away as I could, and that would make everything better. And you can tell I'm completely insane because I'm a blue-collar, working-class girl from the south side of Chicago. Union job, been there a few years, seniority, benefits, paid vacation, the whole deal. When you're from the south side of Chicago, if you get one of those, you don't walk away from it. They zip up the bag and take you down to the coroner's office. Then someone else can have that job. But I just got up one day and put a few things in a suitcase, and I didn't want to drive because I fear the desert. This is another story. I don't like the desert, and I know you have to get across the desert to get to California. And
what was the draw for California?
it was the most distant and exotic place that I could imagine. Remember, I've spent my entire life Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, the Midwest. And it just seemed the most exotic and distant place that I could imagine. And I didn't know anyone here. I've never been here. So I got on a Greyhound bus in late June of 2005. And I came out here. And I'm so silly. I thought it would be like Weight Lunch. It would be 80 or 90 degrees. Everybody would be hot. And everybody would be at the beach and everything. But this is Northern California, kids. Bring your sweater. So I got here, and just like the cliche, I experienced the coldest winter ever in the summer of 2005. And ironically, because I'm into pagan practice, and voodoo is a traditional African pagan practice that survived to get to the Western Hemisphere, more so in South America and the Caribbean than here. But I was very into it. I was reading a lot about it. And I was very into it, and I came this close to going to New Orleans. And you know what happened here in the summer of 2005. And I can't swim a lick. So that worked out that I didn't go there. Plus, I never went to the South. I've never been. I have no desire to. So that was how I wound up here. I weighed about 402 pounds. And I was 2.5 times bigger than I am right now. And I could hardly walk, and I was just very depressed and very confused, and I had on a big old dress that looked like a tent. And I got here and I got off the bus. I had no idea what was going on. So I lived at the bus station, the old bus station down there. And I didn't know anyone. I was very afraid. And I can't remember how I first contacted social services or got some help or something like that, because I was still getting a few paychecks from my old job. And they would just come to the credit union, and then I'd go take them out of the bank. And I remember using these services of mailboxes for you. Mr. Pete Chu, proprietor, I believe, right there on Market Street. He had a little internet kiosk too, even though he was right across the street from the main library. But I didn't know, and you could get internet service for $5 an hour. And I always want to say thank you Mr. Chu for that time, and I came in there and I spent the $5. I want to get on the internet, which I spend way too much time on. I always have. And I sat there, but I was so exhausted I slept evidently the hour. And when I got up to leave, he handed me my $5 back. So thanks, Mr. Chu. Good guy. And so that was how I came to live in San Francisco. I think some group, something like before they had the hot team, but something very similar, approached me one night, at the bus station. They were like, "Are you all right?" That was the thing that struck me. They were complete strangers. Yet they showed a great amount of concern. Are you okay? Have you been hurt? Is it bothering you?
How would you describe your state of mind at that time? So I mean, you left everything behind and you're in this new unknown place. And what was going on? What was your thinking?
Confusion. Horribly depressed. Actually, it's so embarrassing. I came out here to throw myself off the Golden Gate Bridge in this tragic life. Somebody said I belong here because I'm a drama queen. I don't know about that. But I could just as easily have jumped off the bridge over the Cedar River. Beautiful water. That would have done the same thing. I came out here, I was confused, I was depressed, I was afraid. I still struggle with horrible anxiety and a teeny little bit of agoraphobia. That's why I asked you to come here. I didn't want to go out there and go down there for some reason. And I felt very bad. And again, confusion was the strongest thing. Depression, physical pain, chronic pain, that stuff piles up.
Was there anything that you recall that sort of started that, how that process started?
That got me to that place? Just the way that my life was going.
You described it as you sort of had the American dream in a way. You had security, you had a home, you had a car.
I had the blue collar dream for sure. I had a decent job, I had nice friends, I loved the ladies where I worked, and I had a nice income. I could take care of myself, although even then, even out there in like what I used to think of as the middle of nowhere, I still needed government help because the apartments that I lived in were subsidized. So my rent was like $500 or something like that. And I was like, it's almost $500 here. I'm like, in Blackhawk County, Iowa, you get 2 bedrooms and your own parking space for that kind of money, But I became depressed. I didn't see any type of future. And I just felt like my life was over.
So what about now? What's happening with you now?
Still depressed. Man, due to some medical moves I've got, my life may actually be over. But I did achieve something that I wanted when I got out here. All I could dream of was having my own place again, my own little spot where I could come in, where I have the key. Because your home is the one place, whether it's a mansion or a hovel, it's the one place you get to go where you don't have to listen to anybody else's BS if you don't want to. And I wanted that. And also a place where you can watch Blade Runner. The excellent film by Ridley Scott, one of my favorite movies. I have like an emotional connection to that movie. And I kept imagining myself, I have my own place. I'll lay there at night and I'll have Blade Runner. It's all I can imagine.
What about you in this environment now, your support system? What kind of support system?
Well, the majority of my support system comes from 3 things that I got when I arrived here and that I managed to keep. I lost one of them recently, but I'm going to rectify that. My doctor. I got a good medical doctor. I think that was what initially drew me in, aside from those people coming to see me and giving me a bunch of leaflets that I just tossed in the garbage. I got really, really sick. I was hurting really bad. And I was like, oh no, where do I go? And someone told me, go to Tom Waddell. That's close to here. And I went there and got a better doctor there than I had at the HMO when I was employed. Lovely lady named KarenTaylor. But, I'm sorry, what was your question?
In terms of your support system, so
My doctor, my therapist, and my psychiatrist are what kind of help keep me together at least enough where I don't feel like, oh, I've got to run away, to somewhere where nobody knows me and live in the street or whatever.
how about your network of friends?
My next door neighbor's a very good friend. She's a nice lady. Her name is Sandra Manning. She's a native California girl. I like to make friends with people that are from here so I can know what's really going on. Although I've been living here 10 years now, so I kind of have to do it. But the people that I met at 48 Turk Street, if I didn't have to get up and go out here on Monday and go down there and volunteer, I might not even go out.
So you are doing volunteer work?
Yes, I volunteer at the Central City SRO Collaborative at 48 Turk Street in San Francisco. I'm the peer counselor, so my task is we help people that are covered by the rent ordinance of San Francisco. That's everyone that lives in SROs and everyone that rents an apartment. And California is a very pro-consumer state in that renters actually have rights that they can enforce. And so when people come to me, if they live in a place like this, and this one is like a non-profit owned, so it's in better condition. We have regular extermination. We have a method for getting repairs or for airing grievances or whatever. But a lot of these places are privately owned. And if the guy, doesn't exterminate or something gets broken and he won't fix it, they come down there and see me or the other peer counselors. And, we write letters to the people. We contact the necessary city departments if they don't want to cooperate. Very nice people in the city department of San Francisco get on their case and make them do it. I do receive a stipend for doing so. They give me a few bucks off on my rent, which helps so we don't fix income. And again, it's a way that I get to engage with people in my neighborhood and do something that helps me, other people like me, and any renter, because we do get people that come in and just, they live in an apartment and they heard about us. I heard you can help me. We say, come on down. Here's what you can do.